Yo, what's up, everybody? I'm digging into the crates. I'm going to answer what Michael McLeod and Marquita said. Yo, what's up, everybody? This is your Coach Renz. I want to thank everybody for being here right now. For anybody who wants to participate in our 10-pack of Uncle Renz Popcorn giveaway, please hit Uncle Renz Popcorn down in the bottom. Hashtag Uncle Renz Popcorn. If you want to go ahead and order some gourmet popcorn from the best popcorn you've never had, go to urpopcorn.com. Letter U, letter R, word popcorn.com. And I want to thank all my subscribers as well as all my Patreons for supporting the channel. I really appreciate you guys. Oh, and if you want to be a part of the drawing, you got to subscribe on YouTube as well as share the video and type hashtag Uncle Renz Popcorn. Gonna announce the winner later on tonight in a live, either during a live or whatever I do tonight. So anyway, guys, every now and then we're gonna dig into the crates. When somebody has something that they say that's a good question, might be a good question, might be a good statement, but every now and then there's somebody who says something that I take a little bit of offense to, and I want to go ahead and say this right now. If I'm taking this out of context, Michael McLeod, if I'm taking this wrong, then please correct me, and I will easily apologize, because my ego is not like that. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. You know, it's no big deal. We all make mistakes. But Mr. McLeod, and I can't quote this because I can't read it while I'm telling you, while it's on the screen right now. But here's the deal. I did a video, how to get 30 points boosted into your credit score. During that video, at first I expressed how I put out another video about the free credit letter, and I was pissed because 600 people responded that they never did anything with the letter. So it's that same adage that 99% of people don't ever utilize things that are better for themselves. And I was passionate, I was upset, I was angry, because I took a lot of time to manually do that. And yeah, I'm not one of these people who think that, oh, you do something at least one person, then you're great, that's good. Hell no. If I put forth an effort, I expect a return on my effort. So I'm irritated by it. I certainly was very, very passionate, Michael. I was very passionate about that. Yes, I was, and very irritated about that, which is why I stopped doing it that way. Now you can go to my website, CoachRenz.com, go to the life coaching page, and you can get the letter for free. I just put it out there again for free. Now here's the thing though. Ms. McLeod also talked about the fact that maybe it's not the message, but it's the messenger. And he remarked that, because I want to go ahead and get it all out, just like sometimes people can go to a pastor, they choose different pastors, even though they're reading the same word of God. That part is hilarious to me, but the entire statement is hilarious to me. And why is that entire statement hilarious to me? Because it's asinine as hell, Mr. McLeod, if that's what you truly meant. And if you're taking a personal dig at me, it's really asinine, because here's the thing. If you're, I want to be polite here. I want to be polite. If you're ignorant enough, and I have to call it ignorance, not stupidity. No, rewind. That's stupidity, because ignorance is just not knowing something. Stupidity is knowing something but choosing not to do it. If you're stupid enough to say that I refuse a benefit to myself because of who's giving me the benefit, you're stupid. Let me go ahead and satisfy this right quick. I'm not a fan of President Donald Trump, but if President Donald Trump came to me and said, here's $1 million in a briefcase, no strings attached, I'm taking the $1 million. I'm not a fan of Putin, but if Putin came and brought me a briefcase of $1 million, I'm taking the $1 million. If the Grand Wizard of the KKK came up to me right now and said, here's a briefcase, no strings attached, of $1 million, I'm taking the $1 million. Do you think I care about who the messenger is when I'm looking at the benefit? And if the benefit has no strings attached, if the benefit didn't come because somebody got hurt or injured, if the benefit is not tainted in that sort of way, if it is just the KKK want to give me some money to start the Temple of Learning, to start this Temple of Learning, I'm taking it. I'm taking it. I'm not worried about that. People hate the president right now, but they damn sure taking grants that's coming from the government. People dog out the government, but they sure hell taking grants that's coming from the government. The Koch brothers here in Atlanta, a lot of black people don't like them. They're staunch Republicans. But you think those black colleges are whining about the money that they gave to the black colleges? No. Do you think that Spelman and Morehouse care about the tainted aspects of the Rockefellers, or do they keep taking, they love having that trust that they get, that they have from the Rockefeller Foundation? Do you think, what's the school down in Alabama? It just fell out my brain. Do you think Tuskegee cares about the fact that Carnegie had some racist things about himself because of the time he grew up in the late 1800s and early 1900s? You think that they care about that part, or do you think they like that trust they have? And you think that they care about the anti-Semitism of Henry Ford at Tuskegee, but they care more about the trust, the money that they get from the Ford Foundation? No, they're not worried about that. They're not worried about that. If the information is sound, and if the information benefits you, then the Messenger shouldn't matter. The Messenger really shouldn't matter. A lot of the knowledge that I was able to pick up, a lot of the reference books that was shown to me, a lot of the information that I learned in the libraries when I was growing up as a kid, because we didn't have the internet, because the internet wasn't invented. But a lot of that information I was directed by the homeless guys. The homeless guys who pretty much stayed in the library all day till they closed. Those guys said, oh, I see you're interested in this. Let me show you this other reference material. It was not the librarians, even though they helped, but not the librarians, the homeless guys. Did I turn my nose up at them? See, if I had turned my nose up at them, then I would not have studied the historical things that I wound up studying. And when I went to these different countries, I would not have known to go and study these other things or look for these other things. I wouldn't know ancient symbolism if it wasn't for some of those homeless guys. So do you think it matters where it comes from? And then you use the minister? Like I said in my comment to you, the Word of God. They're reading the Word of God. Why are there 30,000 variations of Christianity? If they're all reading the same word, then there all should be the same interpretation. But there are 30,000 different interpretations of the Word of God. Come on, really? There's 4,200 religions in this world, at least, minimum. Where's your Word of God? That's apples and oranges, man. That doesn't even make sense. That's a level of ignorance. I'm gonna put that one on ignorance. That doesn't even make sense. All right, find a better comparison. All right, find a better comparison of why people choose to. And here's the comparison. Here's the thing that you should be realizing, which is exactly what I said. Most people won't do what's in their best interest. I did a video a while back talking about the fact that just because you know better doesn't mean you're going to do better. You know better in how to be healthy, but you don't do it. You know better in how to spend your money, but you don't do it. You know better in how to take care of your credit, but you don't do it. You know better in how to have a great, amazing relationship, but you don't do it. You know better does not necessarily mean you're going to do better. But let me show you something different. This is my girl right here, Marquita. For all of you guys who didn't do it, on that video I expressed how you can go to Navy Federal, or your bank may do it as well, and you can get a pledge loan. And that pledge loan, you'll get your money back immediately. You give them $1,000, they give you back $1,000. You give them $2,000, they give you back $2,000. You get your money immediately. The interest is so low that on $1,000 over a 2-year period, I'm only gonna pay $24 in interest. It's incredibly low. It's a great deal. But I got a 30-point bump in one of my credit scores, but my other credit score, I got an 84-point bump. You know, that one came after I made the video. But I got an 84-point bump in one of my other credit scores, because you know they all crazy, they do it differently. Marquita, she did the damn thing. She's part of my 1%. She's part of the 1% who it didn't matter that it was me. It didn't matter how I said it. It didn't matter the frustration that I had in my voice when I talked about the fact that people didn't jump on that letter to correct their credit. It didn't matter to her. Only thing that mattered was how can she get her credit score up? And now she's almost 700. And she's probably already over 700 now, because that was a month ago when she did it. So it didn't matter to her. She could disagree with every other damn thing I say. But what mattered is that, hey, this guy gave me an idea of how to go in and bump my credit score up. Damn it, I'm going to go do it. And it worked. So does it matter? If I was a person who stood here and I yelled out racial epithets, if I was a misogynist, egotistical, male chauvinist pig, would it have mattered to Marquita if I was that in another video? But in this video, I told her how to bump her credit score up, and she went and bumped that credit score up. Does my egotism, does my overly developed masculinity, does all of that matter to her if it bumped her credit score up? No. What mattered to her? Her credit score went up. What mattered to her? Now that when she buys things, she get a lower interest rate. What mattered to her is now she has access to funds to be able to facilitate whatever it is that she wants to do in her life. That's what mattered to her. And that's what she got. And sir, that's what you're missing out on. You're missing out on the fact that you can have whatever you want in life, but you got to get over the ignorance and stupidity of thinking that the messenger matters. The messenger doesn't matter. Doesn't matter at all. You have to get over that. It's just like I did another video saying you will never become successful unless you get over this one thing, which is a racist mentality, a mentality that you can't learn from other people, a mentality that you're better, that you're more superior than other people. You got to get past that. And if you're holding on to some religious doctrine as your rationale, like, oh, well, you know, Coach Ren's not Christian, so I can't listen to him. There's a bunch of people that you shouldn't be listening to. You shouldn't listen to Gandhi. I mean, let's think about it. Dr. King learned his method of protesting through watching Gandhi, who was Hindu, but yet Dr. King was Christian, even though he wanted to study Buddhism, but his grandmother wouldn't let him. But he learned it from Gandhi. He sat down with Elijah Muhammad. He sat down with Malcolm X. But he was Christian. But it was the result that he was interested in. He was interested in the result. So that's what I'm telling you guys, for the rest of you guys who got some semblance of a brain, get interested in the results. Get interested in getting your own personal results. Doesn't matter if Zig Ziglar turned out to be a racist, would it matter? Is his information sound? If Les Brown turned out to be a murderer, would that taint his information? His information is sound. If Tony Robbins turned out to be the head Illuminatus who's trying to take over the world, is his information sound, and can you get results to better your life? That's the question. If Warren Buffett, who is saying right now that if he was beginning his investment, he would invest in real realtor property, and he would invest in real estate, he would invest in buying rental properties, that he would use debt right now as his vehicle, that he would get as much debt as he possibly can and own property, because the dollar is going to be short in the next 5 years, within the next 5 years. Does it matter if he came out and said that he was anti-Semitic or that he was racist towards Asians? Would it matter, or is his information sound? Now, some of you guys are going to say it would matter as far as him as a person, as a character. Yes, as a person, as a character, being my friend, that would matter. Being someone I would look up to as someone to emulate as far as my life, that would matter. But as far as my finances, my going forward in my investments, no, it wouldn't matter. What matters is he proven? Yes. Does his information pan out? Yes. Is this something that he's right about? Yes. So should I do it? Yes. That's it. That's it. See, that kind of mental stupidity, you got to free yourself from. So like always, free yourself to be yourself, because your greatness is non-negotiable. And I got some more crates to dig into later on.